Hello, guys. Andrew Salazar from Geeks of Color. Estoy muy contento. I'm very happy to be talking to you guys today. I think this movie, as a Mexicano living in Los Angeles, I think this movie reached out to me in a way I didn't expect it to. And I think the first thing I want to ask, first of all, was the thing that kind of shook me was that so much Maya is spoken throughout the whole movie. And I've never seen that before. As someone who's been in Mexico and my family, I think I've only met like two or three people in my entire life who can speak Maya. So how difficult was it working with a dialect coach? Because you guys have talked about how precious you guys had to make it to every enunciation. And do you guys have any experience with the language before the movie?
No, to me it was really hard actually, because I'm perfectionist, and sometimes my coach is like, "Hey, you need to say again and again the word," and it's like, "Hey, it's working." No, it's not working. You need have the right announce, because my people need to be represented with dignity. And when he say that, I understand a lot of things around the world, around the the, the language. And when I watched the movie for the first time, was to me like, oh my God, an indigenous language is for the first time in a movie like this, in Hollywood, in this Marvel universe. It's huge. I can explain my emotion about that.
Tenoch, you said something very interesting about how you hope this movie will inspire people back home in Mexico to maybe reach back into our roots. Because obviously, when you go to Mexico, you see people. We people have tattoos. You see indigenous architecture everywhere, but still, like we're just talking about, a lot of people don't really know the history or they can't speak the language. So, can you reiterate on that? How you hope this will inspire people back home to probably look back?
Well, I hope this representation, this movie helps to that exactly what you say, to embrace our heritage, embrace our roots, because Latin America and Mexico, we have these gigantic roots, which is indigenous and African. We were fed with these two magnificent traditions. So if we could embrace who we are and have a reconciliation with our past, it's wonderful. For many years we were taught to feel ashamed of who we are, and with this new representation, taking these characters from Mesoamerican cultures, especially Mayan culture, and bring them alive, to bring them here with this techno-futurism, indigenous futurism, like African futurism. I think it's a wonderful, wonderful moment. It's a wonderful way to build new horizons. And if you can have different and wonderful horizons, then you can choose different paths. You can choose different journeys for yourself and your community and your identity. So I think this is such a great opportunity to make it possible. And if a child, a girl, a guy, a little boy is able to see themselves, if they are able to see themselves in the mirror and feel proud of the image in the wall. So I think we made it.
Right. So obviously now you two are both big heavy hitters in the Marvel universe, and with Marvel, it never ends. There's always new movies, new shows, whatever it be. Now, obviously, the future, we don't know what's gonna happen with Talocan, Namor, and so forth. But what do you guys want to see explored more from Talocan? The culture, the history. If you could choose something, like what do you want to see more, wherever it may be, a show, a movie, whatever it may be.
We want the name or movie. No, no, no.
We want to Namora series, but that is what we want to. We don't know if that is how it is possible or not.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I don't know, but it's crazy because the movie, you can find a lot of reach, a lot of diversity, the music in our culture. Uh, you can find in the costumes our
Right.
culture, you know, this the jade, this our gold, the green gold in Mexico.
Right.
It's crazy because I hope if we have another change to represent again all these things, I hope we can find more and more beauty about the American culture, about our Mexican culture, about our faces, about our story. You know, I don't know. I feel very exciting about the future.
All right. Well, that's all my time, but best believe I've been ever since I've seen the movie. I've been telling all my amigos, all my friends, yo, like the Mexicans almost steal the show in this movie. We gotta go when it opens up, man, because I don't think people are ready. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much,
Thank
man.
you.
Thanks, Bob.
Bye, buddy.